Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yannick Brown, and I will be completing this project with my group partner, Veronica Richards. Veronica and we decided to focus on domestic violence for our trauma explanation. And domestic violence is known as a pattern of abusive behavior in any relationship that is used by one partner to gain or maintain power and control over another intimate partner. It can occur in a heterosexual or same sex relationship and does not require sexual intimacy. Domestic violence can come in the form of physical, emotional, psychological, sexual, financial, or even verbal abuse. In most cases, the abuser's primary goal is to exert power and maintain control over their partner. This abuse can lead to physical, emotional, psychological, and social trauma. In my hypothetical situation, I will be um I'll be dealing with a young woman that's just recently coming out of physically abusive relationship. Um so she's an adult. She's African American, and once again she's recently left a physically abusive relationship and seeked out help on her own. So this is our first session after her consultation, and I will begin now. Good afternoon, Jasmine. I just wanted to start off by thanking you for coming in today. It takes a lot of courage to take the steps that you have. I'd like to start our session by taking a moment to discuss some of the domestic violence you've experienced and how that might have affected you. It's important to understand that these experiences can have a wider range of impacts, even if they're not always obvious. Would you like to explore how your experiences might be impacting different areas of your life? Okay. In our consultation, you mentioned that you experienced physical abuse in your previous relationship. So I'll begin by discussing some of the physical effects of domestic violence. You might have already started to notice some of these changes in your body. Some survivors experience chronic pain, headaches, or digestive issues. You might find yourself constantly tense, as if your body is always on high alert. Sleep disturbances are also common, and DV victims can either experience trouble falling asleep or waking up frequently during the night. Have you experienced anything like this? Emotionally, it's normal to feel a roller coaster of feelings. You might experience intense fear, anger, or sadness. Some days you might feel numb, while other days your emotions feel overwhelming. This emotional turmoil is a natural response to the trauma you've endured. Does any of this resonate with you? Psychologically, domestic violence can significantly impact your thought pattern and beliefs. You might find yourself constantly second guessing your decisions or feeling like you can't trust your own judgment. Some survivors develop a negative self image or blame themselves for the abuse. It is crucial to understand that the abuse is never your fault. Have you noticed any of these changes in your thinking? Socially, you might notice changes in how you interact with others. Perhaps you've withdrawn from families and friends, feeling like they can't understand your situation. You might find it hard to trust people or form new relationships. Some survivors feel a deep sense of shame or embarrassment, which can lead to further isolation. How has your social interactions been lately? It's also common for survivors to experience symptoms of post traumatic stress disorder, also known as PTSD. This might include having flashbacks of abuse, avoiding things that remind you of it, or feeling constantly on edge. I want you to know that all these reactions, whether you're experiencing some, all, or even others I haven't mentioned, are normal responses to abnormal and traumatic situations. Your mind and body are trying to protect you and cope with what you've been through. Understanding these effects is an important step in your healing journey. It helps us recognize areas where you might need additional support and allows us to develop strategies to manage these impacted these impacts effectively. Excuse me. Remember, healing is possible. Many survivors find that with time and support, they're able to process their experiences and regain a sense of safety and control in their lives. We'll work together at your pace to address these effects and help you move forward. Do you have any questions about what I just explained? Or perhaps you've noticed some of these things and would like to discuss them further. How does that sound to you?